Okay, it's race time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bit nervous about this. Firstly, it looks like it's going to be dry. Secondly, I'm a bit unsure. Well, I'm pretty certain, to be fair, that if it stays dry, we're definitely not going to repeat being on the podium as we have been in the first two races. But we'll give it our best shot, of course. 6th is going to be the minimum aim to get that bonus payment, which we desperately need after spending all that money on parts. But first off, knowledge slots. Intermediate and race trim is all that's available for Eka. She will eventually get better options from mechanic components as she improves that relationship. We'll go with nurse and race trim for Dreyfus, because I don't think it's going to rain. Might do, but I don't think it's going to. Right, let's see how those setups ended up. 86. Oh well, it's good enough, I suppose. Eka's going to be starting 17th. I'm going to stick her on the medium tyres. 9 laps of fuel. It's a very long lap here then, obviously. There's only 9 laps available. Dreyfus 88. But we have had a much better speed balance. So what are we doing wrong? We just need to make it a little bit more towards acceleration. Okay. So not that much though. That's probably what we're doing wrong. Acceleration, we want to put that handling back. That's the problem, it just evens it up again. I think we want to go more this way. Oh, getting this balance is going to be so difficult. Oh, let's go with it. That'll be fine. Dreyfus, of course, starting plumb last as she's leading the championship, as is the way of the rules. With reverse grids, which is a bit of a shame. It obviously makes it a lot more difficult to maintain the lead, but that's the idea. Spice up the racing. So they say. And there are quite a lot of racing series around the world that do that very successfully. So, although quite a lot of them just reverse the top 10. Because being right at the back of the field is a bit of a punishment for winning a race, which is how things like touring cars do it. But anyway, this is going to be a long race, so let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get underway for race number 3 in Milan. Can we repeat the successes of the beginning of the season? 17th and 20th. And we're underway in Milan. Pretty good start from Eka. Looks like she's going to get 1 position into turn 1. Having a look for a second, wheel to wheel. And she's made up another place. Into 15th. Can she hold on to it? Into the chicane. Just about. Still side by side. Fantastic racing here. And she's up into 15th. Dreyfus still back in 20th. Despite being on the soft tyres. Pretty strange. Eka now up to 14th. And making great progress. Although Cavalcanti going back past there. That's actually Bayen. A lot of close racing here. And look at the leader, Diaz, already. An absolute country mile in front of everybody else. Eka starting to go backwards now. We've pushed for that opening lap, so let's back off a bit. Eka, of course, is going to want to be going a bit deeper into this race. And I think to do that, we probably need to be a bit more conservative. So I'm going to go medium and neutral. Dreyfus really needs to make some progress soon, though. Still stuck right at the back of the field. And Cavalcanti in front is on the medium tyres, as is Eka now, who gets overtaken by Cavalcanti, and we're now right at the back. Dreyfus swoops past her teammate around the outside of turn 1. Great move. And yeah, this not going to plan. at the moment. We're completely last. Dreyfus looks like she can attack Cavalcanti, Evans even, and does. Up into 18th. Eka going to have a look as well. Let's go back on board with her. Can she make a move somewhere? Into turn 1, massive long straight down into turn 1. Now this of course is probably the closest modelled track to the one they're trying to replicate, Monza. It's almost Monza. Yes, if you put the start finish straight over there, it's kind of Monza. It looks the same shape anyway. Dreyfus, during the middle of that random ramble, that's a saying and a half, has moved up in 16th, starting to make some good progress now. Eka has got past Evans, but that's about as much she can do. These are all the medium tyre runners moving to the back. And Eka by far has the better tyre life, so maybe just conserving is maybe the better thing for her to do. Get the maximum tyre life out of it, and she may be able to go a lot deeper into this race and maybe even do one less stop. It's going to be a 2-stop race. Unless we really hold back with the fuel, it's definitely going to be 2-stop. So Dreyfus moving her way back through the field. These are the cars that started up the front, probably, that are slower than our car. Dreyfus just completely out dragging Veyen into turn 1 and is up into 14th now. Eka looks like she's on the back of El Sadat, so we'll keep a close eye on that as Dreyfus now lines up Sabedo. These cars we seem to be a lot quicker than this year, and these were the people we were fighting with race in, race out last year. Dreyfus down the inside of Sabedo. Sabedo trying to hold on, but Dreyfus has got too much and cuts him off into the chicane. And up into 13th. Yeah, Dreyfus is probably going to have to pit pretty soon. He's got really good pace at the moment though. Don't really want to pit just yet. Tyres are starting to overheat though. If we're looking on a free stop, yeah, she may as well pit this lap, to be honest. Let's get her in, get some fresh tyres on. Let's put a set of mediums on. Fuel her up to the brim. Go as deep into the race as we can, and then a quick stint on the soft tyres at the end. Sounds good to me. Car looking okay. Engine and gearbox are going to be the worries. Understandable. At a track with so many straights. And obviously, I think the engine, her car is the new one, which is pretty low on reliability, so that's understandable. Making another move now on Rogers. And again, as she did to Sabedo the lap before. What's happening to the frame rate? Pause. And we're back. Don't know what happened there. Something. PC wanted to do something. And in comes Dreyfus then. And we will pit Eka this lap. I'd like her to go a lot further, really. Just doesn't have the fuel on board. 1.72. Yeah, she's going to have to pit this lap. Let's put her onto the soft tyres. Let's have a quick stint this time. So let's go 7 laps? Nearly 8? Yeah, that sounds about right. Sure. Soft tyres. How's the car looking? That engine's going to be a problem, and the brakes. Not much we can do about it at the moment. So she'll pit on this lap. Dreyfus gets out ahead of the Santa Ana. And now needs to push. And push hard. I won't go on to attack. I might turn the fuel up because we've got plenty of that to burn. she's going to have quicker tyres than everybody in front this lap round. So needs to take advantage of it. Closest people that have already pitted, Antonov and Ingledew ahead. They're 17th and 60th. Yeah, they're quite a way ahead. I think they were pretty high up in the race. So Eka now in. And will probably exit last. There goes Dreyfus. Is she going to get out ahead? Yep, quite a few cars up into 9th then. Made some good progress there. Definitely jumped some cars. And Eka's actually up in 16th. Again, I think the AI are stacking people. 17 and 18. El Sadat and Arbola. No, they're not teammates. Why are they the same colour on the mini-map then? Although I am colourblind, so they may not be. Dreyfus, let's turn our fuel back down. So yeah, one more stop after this. 12 laps to go. Engine already starting to become an issue for Eka. Understandable. We'll see on the final pit stop if we need to fix it. Obviously, much prefer not to. But you do lose a lot of time on this game once they fall into that red zone, which is generally below 20%, unless you have the upgrade that makes it a bit lower. I think that's what the upgrade when you're making parts is. So 10th and 16th. Dreyfus making good progress. She's going to be on the quicker tyre at the end. And there's quite a few people that have gone soft ahead. So they're definitely going to have to put the mediums on the final stint. So that's where Dreyfus can really make a dent. But she's keeping pace with those ahead, which is good news. Eka with quite a bit of ground to make up. To be fair, we've had her on neutral and medium for 2 laps, which doesn't help. So let's get her to push. Hopefully she can get back onto the back of the group that are chasing Dreyfus. But with no rain forecast, I think we're definitely finding out our true pace of our car this year. And it's about the same as last year at the moment. Just fighting on those fringes of the top 10. And if we don't get through cars early, we just lose that front group. Dreyfus coming under heavy pressure from Veyen. Veyen 2 seconds a lap quicker. I don't think Dreyfus has a problem. Is that just the speed of our car? There's only a second that time around. Eka did an 18.6. We'll see when we go around this time. You'd expect about a second difference between the two compounds. Of tyre, that is. So it wouldn't surprise me. Those kind of times. But Veyen behind Dreyfus is also on the medium tyres. We'll see what Dreyfus does this time around. So 19.6 improves a little bit, but though Veyen does a 23, so we're probably about right. Eka did 19.0 that time around. Okay. Right, a few more laps to do. I'm gonna just bring that fuel down. Because already we're struggling to get the distance out of this. Lap 14 starts. We're going to cross on 14. If we keep it on conserve, or neutral, whatever it's called, medium, should be able to get 2 more laps for Dreyfus. Eka should be able to get 3 laps. It's going to be nip and tuck though. She might have to back off on that final lap. Might just turn her engine mode down now and just try and get that extra fuel out. Yeah, Dreyfus needs the extra laps because he's going onto the soft tyres. Yeah, it's going to be really close for Eka. We'll see if we've saved enough fuel this time around. Dreyfus then is going to go on to soft tyres for the final stint. It's going to be 6 laps after the pit stop. Let's go to 7 so we can really push that fuel. 30 is not ideal, but we can deal with that. We won't risk it as normal. Eka crosses the line with 2 laps to go then of fuel. So if we go back up to medium, we should be okay. It's going to be so tight. We're currently obviously 3rd and 8th, but a lot of people have just made their final stop. A lot of people have put the softs on again. I'm pretty sure this Formula 3 has the rule that you've got to use both compounds. I'm not sure some people have there. But we'll see at the end. It's not really an issue at the moment. Right, Eka goes past the line. Yeah, she's going to have enough fuel. I think we're going to have to repair that engine though. Oh, that's so long. 18 seconds. She's not going to make that back. 6 laps. .5 seconds. Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we got. Oh, she started on the medium, so she can put the softs on again. And we're going to go 6.21 laps. 10 seconds or 20. Oh, we can't. It's going to drop. Yeah, it's about 4 positions different. We're just going to hope that engine doesn't give up. We'll just have to risk it. That's fair enough. These cars are pushed to the limit. And, oh, bad refueling for Dreyfus. She's exited in 7th place, though. And again, she's found a couple of positions from nowhere. I think stacking. It's got to be stacking. I should investigate this at some point, but now is not the time. Dreyfus has got plenty of fuel, so let's put that on high. Keep an eye on tyre temperatures, which we haven't been doing the whole race, which is pretty stupid. Right, in comes Eka then. I'd expect her to probably exit in 10th place, surprisingly. Out she comes. There goes Dreyfus. And yeah, it's going to be 10th place. Let's put that engine mode up. Dreyfus under pressure now though from Cavalcanti, and this is the 6th place we need. Come on Dreyfus, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight, girl. You really need this 6th place. I could do with that 650 grand. Engine, yeah. Sorry. Deal with it. You'll realise now we're not walking away with races, Clara, that I really couldn't give 2 craps about your car condition with just 4 laps to go. Just how I have to deal with it. There is a car issue for Milo behind though, and Dreyfus has started to pull away from these 2 again. So 6th place is on. 10th place looks secure for Eka. We'll keep the pace up though for the next couple of laps because we need to make sure we have a big enough margin. And then of course we can turn everything down to try and get her over the line without that engine. 1%. Why has that dropped that much? Oh, fudge. Oh, she's done, isn't she? That's got to be smoking by now, surely. Nope. Oh, let's turn the style down. Engine mode down. Tardigrades. It doesn't really say that either of these actually affect the part wear. I'm just going to keep them turned up. Let's go over to Dreyfus, but keep that condition open. He's going to let go, isn't it? 2 laps, about 2.5 laps to go. 1% is incredibly low. Dreyfus has rocketed away from Milo Cavalcanti and Sabedo. Great pace. Yeah, don't you start. Don't you start. Claudia Ecker has retired. She's out. We made the wrong choice. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I think that's my first retirement in this whole career. More avid viewer with a better memory will be able to tell me about that, but oh, that was my fault. It was what, a 16.5 second hit to lose that. Where was she? 10th. So where that 9th car is. So yeah, she probably would have been 12th. Still good points that we've lost, and that's our fault. We take full responsibility for that. Dreyfus still 12 seconds off Rastani, so it's going to be 6th place. Not too disappointed, considering we've technically got the 6th quickest car. We should really be finishing 11th and 12th by the numbers, so 6th place is a great result, and I think a stark reminder this time out that we really do need to work on our car, and we've been flattered from the first 2 races. She's going to come across to meet the sponsor objective. That's 650,000 in the bank. She's pretty happy with the result. The race has been a little bit soured by Ecker. It's my fault, really. You should always err on the side of caution. I didn't think it was going to... It was at what, like 17%, and it dropped to 1 in like 2 laps. I guess once you're in that red zone, it just deteriorates. Ingledew wins back-to-back races then, and will surely, unless they've got some pretty dodgy parts on that car, she is surely now going to move to the top of the Drivers' Championship. There's Dreyfus. Yeah, they've all done soft tyre runs. Soft. So there's no tyre rules. I didn't know that. Obviously would have done 3 soft tyre runs. Oh well. We'll have to deal with that. And Ecker, of course, stone last. No risk of rule break. Let's hope for some penalties elsewhere. No, they're all squeaky clean. So it's 6th place and last. That's going to mean that Dreyfus drops to 2nd. Still in a great position though, only 4 points behind Ingledew, and just 1 ahead of Karim Shah now in 3rd. Ecker unfortunately drops all the way to 9th with that retirement. It's a bit of a shame. In the constructors, it means we drop to 3rd. It's that 4th place that Silver Racing are currently occupying that we're obviously trying to beat. And you know, if we improve our car enough, 13 points is doable. It's not a massive distance at this stage of the season. Not even a third of the way through yet. And a lot of car upgrades to come, hopefully. We can hopefully improve our performance and reliability a lot quicker now as well. We've got 10 new employees, of course, as we've upgraded our factory. Relationship mechanic has dropped a bit for Clara. That's a bit of a shame. 15%, that's a big drop. Big drop. I think we only gained about 8% each thing. Race results, 8th. Oh, I guess it takes a tally. Takes an average of, adds your team's points together, and it's your team position. So he's not too happy with that. We lose a little bit of marketability, and he's not quite as happy as he was. But all our drivers are improving, which is good. And 1.2 million in the bank recruits some of that we spent on the parts. So all in all, I think back to a reality with a pretty harsh bump, but we knew it was coming, didn't we? I think it's definitely the rain. I think that's what we put it down to now, the first 2 races. We got the strategy bang on. I think the AI got pretty poor strategies at times. And I'm still convinced that some teams are double stacking their cars. Because again, Dreyfus gained... Her pace was about 10th place. And she gained 4 positions. For some reason. But hey ho. It's all good. We're still in a great position. Definitely a much better position than we were in last year. But looking forward, let's continue improving the parts. So as always, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button down below. Lets me know you're enjoying the series. The series getting pretty good views on the races, not so much on the practice and the car stuff. But it would be nice if you do enjoy these videos and do watch them to the end. To hit that like button at the minimum, just to let me know that you are watching, you are enjoying it. And even leaving a comment if you haven't already, with predictions as to how the rest of the season is going to go. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down the bottom. Keeps you up to date with everything on the channel. There's plenty more content on the channel for you to watch as well. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.
These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Ball 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the...
Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay.
Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine?
Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.